night. The show was a really tough show. I had to really give it everything that I had. So now I'm wearing these tights because we're gonna go do a radio slot. So I figured if I'm ever gonna get away with this kind of crap, now's the time. So I got tights made for radio here. Hi. Hi. Loving your work.
See, anyway, now we're going to ditch the electronic gadgets, bring it to pitch pipes and we'll just go.
Alright, I can work with that. Yeah, totally.
Right, you want to do some level checks and I'll shut the door.
Ba 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 ba. Can I get level for you? No.
As we're singing too?
Yeah, just check.
Speech
first, if that's okay.
1 2 1 2 check check 1 2 2 2 1 2 2 2.
And Diggy.
Yeah, I'm going to be here. 1 2 3 4 1 2. Talk to Nell. Lovely. Right. In 3, in 2, and in 1. Good evening to you. Welcome along to Smooth Radio, and a very warm welcome to, well, in fact, a very warm welcome to Scotland for our special guest tonight, Nell Bryden. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, Dougie. Thank you so much for having me here.
Listen, lovely to see you. You've been a very busy woman over the past week.
I'm a very busy woman, it's true.
Gigging with the Counting Crows.
Yeah, that was so much fun. So much fun. We played Liverpool Arena as our first show when the band flew over from New York.
Hang on a minute, you played Liverpool Arena as your first show?
Well, it wasn't my first show.
No, your first show with them. What a massive venue.
On this tour, yeah, I flew my band over from New York, and the first one we all played together as a band over here was Liverpool Arena with the Counting Crows. Not bad. It was not bad at all. But then I have to say, we took the ferry over to Dublin right after that, and played this little old cinema called the Ambassador in Dublin. It was only about 2,200 capacity, and that was just magical. Something that small and intimate with a band that size is really something to behold. It was incredible. But my influences are mostly very throwback kinds of retro sounds. I love where someone like Amy Winehouse is coming from when she recorded with the Dap Kings. It's very Motown, it's very, old soul, and the Ray Charles and the Aretha Franklins of the world, and they've really, Otis Redding, they've had a huge influence on me. But at the same time, I also really have a lot of influences in the jazz. In the jazz world, singers like Sarah Vaughan and Dinah Washington and Billie Holiday and Ella Fitzgerald have been incredibly instrumental for me. And my mother is a classical singer, and so she, was really instrumental in me singing from even before I was speaking. Basically, I was always around music, and she took me to all of her tours, and until I was just had to start school. So I studied cello and thought that I was going to be a classical musician for many years, and then I realized what I really wanted to do was sing jazz, and that was the stuff that really was much more appropriate to my voice. So I started studying that, and then I realized I really wanted to write my own songs. So that kind of led me into studying guitar, and then I had the backup from playing cello all those years that I could just sort of slip into this fairly easily. And that's sort of when I really started to find my sound. I really set it off when I went to cities like New Orleans, which have their own kind of musical seeds that they kind of get going, and they sort of percolate under your skin, and you can go there and have them just be so inspiring because they've got so many musicians that kind of go to cities like that, so that I could take all this classical background that I had and the jazz background and sort of bring it into a present sound that I've sort of settled into now. Hey, listen, you are not going to be able to get rid of me. I'm telling you right now. The tour is just going to be never ending. So
I'm just trying to figure out when you get a rest. Do you ever stop? Or
rest?
Do you,
what is this?
What is this rest word?
This rest word. I don't recognize it. Maybe it's lost in translation.
Well, listen, it obviously suits you being a workaholic because you've got a smile on your face, and it's going well. And we wish you every success with it.
Thank you, Dougie dear.
Now, you're going to play us a couple of songs live?
Sure, you want to? All right.
Yeah, what are you going to do for us? Tell us all.
Well, why don't I start out with this one called Tonight? How about?
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay, this is called Tonight. I'm so impatient, talking in a haze. Oh, the minutes are like hours, and the hours like days. I'm so excited for tonight, tonight, tonight. Pick me up at 10, and we'll arrive fashionably late again. I'll curl my hair, and I will wear that dress so tight.
Bryden, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. So we'll jump in here and say something like, okay, let's leave the story there for the moment, because you brought the guitar in with you and you're going to give us a couple of songs. You're going to do Tonight later on, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's the one you're going to do just now for us, though?
Well, I thought I might do the single. It's called Goodbye, and I've only had an hour and a half of sleep, so I figure I might as well do a very mellow song. So this is my mellow single.
Nell Bryden, you go for it.
Most of the time I am drifting alone on the flame, dragging my way through the shadows. Yeah, and everybody knows I don't want to say goodbye.
Whoa. Brand new single by Nell Bryden. Cool. And that's, I wish you all the best with the single and the album and your gallivanting all over
you
the
are
planet.
such a dear.
No,
Thank you.
It's great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather spend this day with when I have an hour and a half of sleep. So.
And she managed to say that. Not sincere. Mr. Michael's producer, are you buying this as well? Yeah. Now, Bryden, you're a star. Thank you.
Cheers.
Brilliant. That was lovely. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
So
Thank you so much, my dear. That was lovely.
Excellent. And doing it on an hour and a half of sleep.
Oh. At least they can't see this face, because this is a face made for radio today.
No, this is one made for radio, trust me. Brilliant. Right, well, lovely to see you. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming in. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
There we go.
Hey, can we get your card or something?